Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Tim, this is Sergey, and today we're going to speak about motivation. You know, there are no lazy people, there are only bad goals. If you really want something, just don't focus on this thing, focus on the results that you will get. For example, there are a lot of people who want to study English, and they just focus on the language. That's the biggest mistake that you can make. You actually have to focus on the results that you will get. Think about all the cool things that you will do. You will see the world, you will travel the world, you will meet new people, you will go crazy, you will watch movies, you will listen to music, you will do a lot of really interesting things. For example, Sergey, what was your motivation to learn English?
Well, as a matter of fact, when I started learning English at school, I kind of learned the basics, but I never thought that I can actually use language for something. So I don't think that my level of motivation was that high. I mean, I learned the language just because I had to, just because I had to get marks in school, but it wasn't like, I wasn't fond of this language. Later, when I started researching social dynamics, I am still a huge fan of psychology, of communication. And then when I started watching the videos, when I started learning from my mentors, I realized that, you know, you can actually use language. You can actually use language to learn something that you really like. And almost like the best education you can get is taught in English. Like you can find videos about anything. And you know what? I actually started becoming way better at this, way better in English. I started communicating with people. I started enjoying myself a lot. And I started watching a lot of movies as well because, you know, I love movies and I used to watch them with translation. But after that, I started watching them in the original. You know what? It's a really different experience. Then I got a lot of foreign friends, a lot of people who were believing in my ideas, who we could discuss, who we could have great time with. I had some relationship with foreign girls, and you know what? Like this was like an amazing experience, like absolutely amazing. You know, I can say that in a lot of sense, English made me, and only when I realized that I can actually use it, that I can use it to get something I really want, something I really need, something that would let me grow as a person, something that would let me grow professionally. That's exactly when I got the right motivation. You know, it's so, like Tim was completely right when he said that there are no lazy people, they're just bad goals. Because we don't do anything we don't see value in. Like if you see value in learning something, if you see value in doing some work, then you will do it and you will do it with great pleasure. But if you believe that learning the language or working out or whatever has no value for you, as in it's useless, it won't improve your life, it won't give you great emotions in the future, you just won't do that. So my advice for those who want to start learning the language, who want to really commit to it, find something that you really like that is in English. Find cool people, find cool programs, like learn psychology, learn communication, learn whatever. Like even if you're studying something university, you can find a lot of information and even more useful information in English, like videos, like programs. You can download them from torrents and just watch them. And you can start watching with the subtitles, and later you will be doing this without the subtitles. And you know, you'll be actually enjoying the process. Like focus on the process rather than the outcome, because the outcome will come. Don't be thinking like, oh my god, like I need to focus on the language, like I really need to know all the words, I need to remember all those words. Don't do that. Just focus on the content, because that's the key. That's how I learned the language. Like I was really bad 10 years ago. I couldn't say anything. I just had the basics experience. And this is what differs European education in terms of English and Russian one. Because in Russia they don't pay much time to practice. And this is why I really appreciate what Tim does. I've been to his English clubs many times and I've been to some of his lessons. And I was like completely shocked. Like he knows how to do it. He knows how to get people involved in the process. And he knows that the most important thing is practice. And he gives you the tools. He gives you like everything you need so you can actually learn the live language. Like I know so many people who graduated from like top universities who had like excellent marks, but then when Americans came, for example, they couldn't speak with them. They couldn't understand each other. Why? Because they had no experience. They were just learning English by books. This is like a complete waste of time. You can spend 5 years in university learning language by books, or you can just spend half a year with live practice. And believe me, it sounds ridiculous, it sounds crazy, but you will have better results than those who started it for 5 years. I'm not kidding you. I'm absolutely meaning that. Like for example, I wouldn't say that I learned English at school or university. I learned English watching the movies, communicating, learning social dynamics.
Maybe
And
playing computer games.
yeah, I used to play some computer games, but you know what? It's not just about playing computer games, it's about interacting. Like, if you're a fan of computer games, which I was like years ago, when I just started it, you can play on European servers, you can play on maybe American ones, like just whatever, where people speak the language. And you know, this can be an incredible practice because you'll be like focusing on the game, but then again you'll be learning the language, you'll be communicating with people. Like if you're playing games, just focus on talking with people as much as you can. Like, not mention that it's just more fun, but you're also getting this practice, and you're getting this while learning the language. And you're not focusing on that, and that's how you get the best results.
What games did you play?
Well, the one game I can mention is a pretty famous one. It's called World of Warcraft. Back in the day, when I was playing this game, there were like about 40 million people around the world who were playing this game. And I always play with Europeans, like with British people, with Swedish people. And I learned a lot from them. Like I can say that there's some people who I talked with a lot and who became my real life friends, who visited me, I visited them. And we learned a lot of skills conversing with them. And we just played the game, and we actually basically spent more time talking than playing. And this helped me a lot. This helped me a lot in improving my language. I think this is a big one.
Окей, последний вопрос на русском. Сереж, в Рязани как выучить английский? Если ты живешь в Рязани и у тебя совершенно нет друзей с Америки там, или с других стран, как выучить английский простому русскому человеку?
Ну, я простой русский человек, и я же каким-то образом смог это сделать. На самом деле, все, что нужно, это, во-первых, находить людей, которые занимаются этим, которые изучают английский язык. Например, я знаю только одно хорошее место в Рязани, где можно действительно прокачать свой навык, это English Club. Потому что я сам туда часто хожу, и там люди уже имеют достаточно неплохой уровень, всегда обсуждаются какие-то темы интересные, люди очень позитивные, люди очень классные. Потому что если вы окружаете себя людьми, которые что-то делают хорошо, в конечном счете вы тоже научитесь это хорошо делать. То есть хотите научиться общаться, гуляйте с людьми, которые умеют это делать. Хотите открыть свой бизнес, проводите время с успешными бизнесменами. Хотите научиться английскому языку, проводите время с теми людьми, которые хотят изучать английский язык, которые постоянно практикуются, которые уже добились какого-то в нем успеха. Вот, поэтому я думаю, что это самый лучший способ. Можно пройти курсы по быстрому изучению основ, если у вас их нет. Но после того, как вы их прошли, я считаю, что самый лучший для вас вариант – это приходить, например, в English Club и практиковаться, и это даст отличные результаты.
Ну еще от себя я бы добавил, что нужно путешествовать. Ребята, если вы начинаете изучать английский и просто его учите для английского языка, у вас мотивация будет очень-очень маленькая. Спланируйте путешествие, запишитесь на углубленный курс английского языка, ускоренный курс английского языка и запланируйте путешествие, например, через месяц, чтобы вы реально могли сразу же прокачать этот навык, довести его до автоматизма. Потому что если у вас это, знаете, как то же самое, что когда вы учитесь водить машину, если вы сразу не начинаете ее водить, то через 5 лет вы потом сядете и все забудете, у вас не было навыка сформировано. А если вы научились, сразу хотя бы несколько месяцев поездили, у вас навык сформировался, и через 5 лет вы садитесь, вы как будто все уже знали, давно все выучили, все помните. То есть есть определенная точка невозврата, то есть когда вы уже научились и вы можете. Это самое главное. И Сережа правильно сказал, что нужно окружать себя людьми, которые стремятся к тем же самым целям, делают то же самое. Поэтому, психологи говорят, что ты – это среднее 5 людей, с которыми ты больше всего общаешься. Поэтому, если вы хотите стать человеком, который знает английский, путешествует, любит культурный обмен, открывает для себя мир, то просто окружайте себя такими же людьми, и вы станете одним из них. То есть вы будете друг друга дополнять и учиться друг у друга. И на этом мы заканчиваем наше веселое видео. Всем пока!
Счастливо!